get out the right in their mind. In their minds, screw up with me, boy. Don't go right in their minds. Come on, at me, boy. There's a fight in their minds.
And another football match continues here as we have another PFL afternoon. We have Philippine Army FC versus Maharlika Taguig FC squaring off this afternoon at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. This is Glenn Casas bringing you the action of Philippine Football League on the rise. Let's look at the teams right now. Looking at the table, mukhang nasa advantage, of course, si Maharlika Taguig with a little bit more wins and a little bit more points in the bag as opposed to the Philippine Army. Pero if we were to look at the form of both of these teams, Philippine Army is actually coming off from a better streak. They are currently sitting where they really like to kasi they have actually just gotten more points in their last few games as compared to how they started this season. Whereas, si Maharlika Taguig, they have actually not gotten any points in their last 3. Well, we are still looking at both of these teams now. Talagang mga tititigan natin dito sa Philippine Army. Looking at these results, one of the key players that we are going to be looking at here would be Jimwell Ariola, one of the players who has really found the back of the net plenty of times for his outfit and really accurate in front of goal. Talagang very active, looks for the ball, looks for the space. So you could really watch out for that person. He might be able to find another for his tally. So we go over to the other side, which is Maharlika Taguig, who, as I've mentioned, does not have or has not gotten any points in their last 3 games. So let's have a quick glance at things here. So we are looking at Maharlika Taguig now, who, if you could see here, a draw, 5-0 defeat, and then a 3-1 thrashing with 1 Taguig. So they have gotten 1 point off of their 3. Sorry if I have to correct myself there. Pero yun nga, Philippine Army still has the better in their last 3 games. So we are looking for Maharlika Taguig to really regain that momentum, that composure. They are sitting better in the table right now, but if they really want to cement themselves and have a better chance of moving on to League 1, kasi nga, we have a lot of talks of dividing the Philippines Football League into divisions here. And it's a safe space na rin naman to say that if you're in the top 10, you're most likely going to be safe. And to achieve that, you really have to perform better. Well, let's go ahead to the field here for the match proceedings. Bato muna natin sa field to. So there we have it, match proceedings there. So we have our officials today. Michael Barajas holding the referee and assisted by Ryan Flores and Ismael Pasion. Fourth official, Rodney Leble. Well, looking at this encounter, while Maharlika does appear to have the upper hand when it comes to their positions at table, when it comes to the points, just being ahead of Loyola on the goal difference, they are still, well, we can say that this could still be, it could still go either way, because if you were to look at how the previous teams faced off with other teams na nakaharap na rin nila, the results are quite comparable. Looking at the starting 11, they are opting to put Ariola ahead as part of a two-man strike team with Decena. 4-4-2 formation is their gameplay here. Nestorio Margase looking to build on that momentum na nakuha niya in his last outing when he got that 4-2 with Tuloy. Now on the other side of the field, we have Maharlika Taguig, Gael Basana right up front. Lucas Del Rosario, a player to really look out for and has been instrumental in the success that Maharlika Taguig has been getting throughout the season. Another player to watch out for is right there in the midfield holding it down. And he is what you can consider a player that is kind of a box-to-box. You can see him on the defense, you can see him on the offense. Coach Umo Lerche manning there the bench for the team head coach. And looks like we might have something here that could go down the books as a good match. Looks like Maharlika Taguig will be kicking us off here with Gael Basana over the ball. We're just waiting for the referee to confirm if everything is a go. All right. Looks like we are getting the okays from the linesman, and there we hope we have kickoff here. Maharlika Taguig playing in the white shirts, moving from left to right, and their opposition, Philippine Army FC, in the gold shirts, playing from right to left. Of course, na alam naman natin na when it comes to Philippine Army, they do have this tendency to be a little bit more physical as compared to the most of the teams dito. Pero Maharlika Taguig has been one of those that rely more on the accuracy of their passing. Pero nakikita natin ngayon, Philippine Army is now in possession of this run. Over back to the back line here we have. And the ball is still moving. Parang naghahanap pa rin sila na magiging opening nila. Not really pushing forward pa si Philippine Army. They are still passing it around the midfield now. Bernardo on that ball. Mukhang nilapitan na ni Basana. Soriano now. Or rather, Neil Dorimon on the ball. Still with the back line, looking for that opportunity, looking for that long diagonal pass to John Celis, who is another instrumental player for the outfit here of Philippine Army. But that pass won't make it to him. Pero still, the possession continues on. Philippine Army will have this throw in. Well, they managed to keep possession here under pressure, Philippine Army. Skipper Besite finding his teammate over that long cross in the box. Ooh, almost one. That was a close one. Could have been the opener here. Mukhang umaarangkada na agad ang diesel engine ng Philippine Army. Let's look at this again. Wow, from distance there, medyo na tulak nga lang ni Mamadou Sena yung bola, pero it's still just bounced off the bar. And now Maharlika Taguig will have something to look into, as Gael Basana here is able to get some space right down that right flank. Is he gonna get it through the defender? No, looks like Philippine Army able to block that off. Pero mukhang hindi nila ma-initiate. John Celis unable to touch that. Babalik ang touch ngayon, babalik ang throw-in ngayon sa Maharlika Taguig. Gould. And dispossessed. Celis now finding Besita sa gitna. Mukhang ang kanilang game plan talaga ngayon, hahanap-hanapin talaga nila si Jimwell dyan sa may harapan. Which is a good tactic there considering that he is a lethal striker there. Pero Maharlika Taguig now on this ball again, right down the midfield. Buzawi finding his teammate down the flank. Pero nice tackle from Neil Dorimon. Well, looks like ball continues on with Maharlika Taguig right down the touchline. Gold with that throw. Mukhang na-dispossess. Mukhang Philippine Army na naman ang aarangkada right down the favorite right flank here. Pero babalik sa gitna. Hindi nga lang may abante ni Jimwell Arreola ang bola ngayon. And now Maharlika Taguig trying to get that, but Gael Basana unable to receive the pass. Philippine Army able to go back on this attack. Trying to go with Celis, but not this time around. Lalabas ang bola, pero still Philippine Army with the advantage here. Throw in. Cortez. Kay Bisite naman, nasa gitna pa rin sila ng field. Shifting down that right flank, but still not over the half line. Bumubukas na nga ang floodlights ng Rizal Stadium ngayon dahil medyo dumidilim na, pero nakikita pa rin natin that Philippine Army is still with this good run of possession, pero they are a little bit more careful right now. Kasi nga one of the challenges na hinahanap talagang nakikita nila from the previous outings is they haven't been able to hold the ball long enough. Masyado silang hasty sa mga decision making nila, and right now they are making the best of it by not making bad passes here. Finding that long pass to the teammate down the right flank, unable to do so. John Celis not finding the accuracy, pero he gets the ball back right down the middle, and Philippine Army still continues on. Mukhang sila pa rin ang may hawak ng bola ngayon. Dorimon. Cortez babalik kay Celis, pero nahuli ng Maharlika Taguig. Gold ngayon. Susubukan niyang ilaro sa kakampi. Junior Miley finding another defender here. Finding Basana. Mahahanap ba niya? Well, looks like he could not get it to Basana there. Good clearance, but a little bit too far for his goalkeeper, Jalsor Sariano. De La Riarte ngayon with this ball here, pero looks like they will be defending the first corner of the game. Mukhang may konting delay pa sila sa pag-proceed sa laro. Mukhang si Del Rosario ang magpapasok nitong bola na to. He will look into delivering that. And in it comes. Nice and high. De La Riarte gets a hand to it, but still nobody is able to direct it goalwards. Maharlika gets to keep possession though. Tries to put it in the box. Uy, hindi nakuha ni De La Riarte. Pero that bad pass from Christian Hamon means na makukolekt ulit ni De La Riarte ang bola, at Philippine Army na naman ang aarangkada. But only as far as Sufian Dumuzawi here, who is one of the key changes sa kanilang starting lineup right now. He came from the bench the last outing. Pero he has been effective after being subbed in, and now looks like he has gotten his starting position today. Army still getting that ball. Mukhang medyo na-physical si Kapitan. Bisite on the ground right now, pero looks like it's not really that big of a deal, but it's still a foul. Let's have a look at it. Medyo napalakas nga yung challenge ni Timothy Uy. At mukhang may advantage tong si Philippine Army with this free kick. They can deliver the ball from distance here. Unlikely nga lang ang shot, but they need to put it to someone who can make a better use of it. Well, unsuccessfully so, but Philippine Army could still get it. Celis. Finding Ariola. Pero hindi pa rin. Still, the search for goal continues. Pero looks like on the upper hand ngayon the Philippine Army with 2 shots already. Looks like we have the hungrier team for now. Pero we'll just have to see kung paano magre-respond ang Maharlika Taguig. Here it comes now. They are still playing it from the back. Basa on the ball. Pinilit niyang idaan sa gitna, but Army was able to intercept. And Maharlika doing an interception of their own. Can they find a teammate up front? A little bit too far for Junior Miley to chase. De La Riarte gets to keep this one at mukhang babalik sa Army ang possession. At mukhang pinapaabante niya nga mga defenders niya. He might be sending this one long here. Well, that is a good long throw. Good arm from De La Riarte. Pero mukhang babalik kay keeper. Walang madaanan daw sa kanan. Try again. Mukhang aabante na ngayon sila sa may kanan. And they reset all the way back to the keeper here, Philippine Army, and now they opt to move over to the left side. Under pressure, nawala ang bola. Can Maharlika take advantage here? Basana unable to. And Buzawi neither could convert this. But still, they were able to knock on the doors here. Let's look at the replay here. Nice save from De La Riarte. Tapos another attempt from Basana, pero nakikita mo that Buzawi was already waiting for that ball right down the middle. So Philippine Army ngayon, sila na naman ang aarangkada. Can they match the tempo now? Kasi mukhang umiinit na rin ang Maharlika Taguig. Battle for possession sa midfield. Looks like they can get this ball through. Good cleanup from David Basa here. Pero looks like Philippine Army regains possession with this throw in. May mga tumatakbo sa loob. Will they move the direction of the ball here? Mukhang babalik sa likod. Dispossessed by Maharlika Taguig, and now they are on the run. Nandito sa midfield. Del Rosario ngayon. At mukhang he has drawn a foul. Medyo na-invite niya nga si Jimwell Ariola to take a little bit more. Pero that awkward pass means that the ball goes back to Philippine Army. Jemar Cortez with the throw. Decena. Hahanap ng kakampi sa harap pero hindi niya alam kung kanino pupunta ang bola. Babalik sa Maharlika Taguig. Buzawi. Del Rosario. Or rather, that was Raymond Arbo. This is Del Rosario. Pass it back. Makaka-unlock ba? Mukhang hahabulin pa sana ni Junior Miley pero not enough speed for that. He was a bit unprepared. Philippine Army now. Mukhang maghahanap mo na naman sila ng panibagong daanan dito. Lilipat uli sa may kaliwa. Under pressure, si Dorimon goes back to the keeper. Basana in an advanced position here. Mukhang umaabante ng konti ang Maharlika Taguig, hoping to force an error para sa Philippine Army. Pero looks like Army can get away here. Trying to move it over to Celis on the left. Babalik sa gitna. Find someone there. Celis with this run. Kaya niya bang habulin? Hindi, because that was asking a little bit too much. Pero mukhang the last touch was that of a Maharlika player, and they will be playing a corner with Celis to deliver here. Mukhang hindi pa sila masyado nagko-commit ng maraming tao. 3 ang nasa labas. Here comes the delivery. May nakaabang at mukhang mauunahan ni Mamadou Sene. Ang suki natin sa goalkeeping. Junior Miley trying to fight it out with Cortez. Looks like Philippine Army can clean up, but not as far as another Maharlika defender here. Miley ngayon nasa bola. Kay Basana. Can he get it through? Marshaled out of play by the Army defender. Good work. Mukhang babalik ang bola sa Philippine Army. Jalsor Soriano doing just enough to keep the goals away. Great game we're having right now. Medyo balik-balikan nga na action to. Tulad ng inaasahan natin. Kasi nga, looking at how they performed against similar teams, hindi nagkakalayo yung performance ng Philippine Army tsaka ng Maharlika Taguig. So you can say na they could be even on paper here. May advantage nga lang si Maharlika for having played certain teams ahead of time. Pero here they come again, Maharlika Taguig. Gold trying to make that run. Abo shifting it over. Lipat sa kabila. Si Basana ngayon na may hawak. Miley Jr. Not enough, babalik sa labas. Timothy Uy, papasok sa loob. Abo, can he get it back? Into the box here. And a header, into the hands of John Kent de la Riarte. Mukhang ang Army kailangang sumagot sa mga tanong na pinabato sa kanila ngayon ni Maharlika Taguig. Cortez ngayon sa kaliwa. Neil Dorimon, medyo hinahawakan pa ng matagal ang bola. Under pressure now. Desena loses the ball right in midfield. But Philippine Army able to clean that up. And now they are able to move over to this right side. Ariola. Lilipat kay Celis. Mukhang isa lang ang bantay. Can he get through? He does get through. Gold. Pass. And the shot! Jimwell Ariola cannot find the holes of this defense just yet. Mamadou Sene being the big man that he is. Too big for Jimwell Ariola to get through. The Big Daddy keeping his team still on the balance here. Christian Hamon. Babalik sa skipper. Dave Basa. Still trying to find their way through this left side. Pero mukhang Philippine Army can get to clean up. No openings there. Besite on the ball now. Abante niya yun, Dorimon. Nihingi ni Cortez sa kaliwa. Pero he goes through the middle here. Babalik sa kapitan. Yok Besite finding that long pass here. Can he get to it? Asking a little bit too much after that foot race. But still, Army trying to find answers here. Good run from Roinick Bernardo, pero the touch, yun talagang hinahanap just to keep that control. Maharlika Taguig back on this ball. David Basa again. Ngayon under pressure from Desena, almost forcing an error here. Gold. Kay Buzawi. Balik kay Gold. Nasa gitna pa rin sila. They can't seem to find their way through the half line here. And Philippine Army could get this one here if they could get a pass in. Desena. Yes, they do. Mukhang Army na naman ang aabante. Saan siya dadaan? Mukhang babalik. Walang madaanan dyan sa kanan. All the way back to the back line here. Neil Dorimon. Under pressure from Buzawi. Pati si Junior Miley napapahabol na. So babalik sila all the way to the goalkeeper here. They can still manage to get away here. Good job from Philippine Army to keep this possession, Cortez. Despite the overwhelming pressure from the offensive of Maharlika Taguig, looks like Philippine Army is still able to hang on to this ball. Pero yun nga, they cannot find their way out of their own half. Back to Bedia. Pasa sa gitna, Bedia ulit. Jimwell Ariola, pupunta kay Cadiz. One-on-one with Gold, pero mukhang si Gold ang magwawagi dito. Gold getting that tackle through and cleanly. Pero look at the possession stat right now, 52-48. Hindi sila nagkakalayo. In comes the throw. Abo trying for the spectacular clearance, but doing just enough to regain possession with that foul that he has won. Otuyemi ngayon. Lipat sa kaliwa. Lucas Del Rosario napatumba and referee says play on. Otuyemi still on this ball. Babalik sa kapitan, Dave Basa. Tatakbo sa kaliwa dito. Can Maharlika Taguig keep this possession? A foot race here. They have been able to breach. But that pass means that Philippine Army can have a counterattack of their own. Can they make this one count? Mukhang foot race na naman dito sa may kabilang bahagi. But looks like Gold would get to it first. Jonathan Gold passes to a teammate. Buzawi receiving that nice back heel pass from Raymond Dabo. Wow, medyo ubusan yata ng baga dito sa takbuhang ginagawa nila. But still, neither team giving way for a goal here. Neil Dorimon will get to clean this one, passing it all the way back to John Kent de la Riarte. Opting to keep the ball on the ground, playing it low through the defense. Mukhang makakalusot yata sila. Nicely done, Philippine Army, for keeping this ball. Pero they have to go back all the way to De La Riarte again. Mukhang no entry na naman sa may kaliwa. Cortez now. Ariola. Nice awareness. Muntik nang naagawan ni Buzawi doon. Lipat ngayon sa kanan. We have people in front here. Yokbisite. Tumatakbo si Ariola, hindi nakita. And looks like that pass was intercepted. Lucas Del Rosario now for Maharlika Taguig. Can he find a teammate up front? Yes, he does. Looks like Gael Basana on the run here, the left side. Can he get it through against two defenders? Good job from the defense, able to marshal him just enough para makuha ng goalkeeper ang bola. Pero Philippine Army ngayon, mukhang mabilis na transition to attack if they can find a way. Pero mukhang hindi sapat ang bilis nila. Mukhang babalik na naman ang bola sa likod. And now they will try to find another path through the back line. Can they find a way again? Trying again on this right side. Mukhang naagawan ng Maharlika Taguig at babalik na naman ang atake. Papunta sa kanan. Long pass finding Gael Basana here, pero it looks like Junior Miley would get to it first. There's no one in front of him. One-on-one with the keeper. De La Riarte does his job. Unbreakable, both of these keepers right now for the time being. Look at that one-on-one situation. The flag was down. Junior Miley was waiting for that run. Pero yun nga, he was not able to get it away from John Kent de la Riarte, who made himself just as big. Mukhang we have ourselves a war here. Kung tutusin, this could be as good as a derby match because both of these teams are from Taguig, considering na yung general headquarters ng Philippine Army is in Fort Bonifacio, Taguig. And here comes Maharlika Taguig now on the offensive down that that left flank. Passing that ball around. Christian Hamon. Hahanapin si Jonathan Gold. Hinihingi sa harapan. Raymond Abo, can he keep it? Yes, he can. He's gonna shift it over to the middle. Pero Philippine Army can clean this up. Sila naman ngayon. Can they keep possession? Not this time. Buzawi finds it. Pero that wayward pass goes back to Philippine Army. Ngayon, ang mga nakaginto ang aabante. Medyo na-stuck nga lang sila ng konti sa may kanan. Can they find another way in? Against 3 defenders there, that's asking a little bit too much for Ariola, but there's a good pass again. And this time, De La Riarte had to be quick off his mark here. Basana and Junior Miley have been making it hard for him on that left flank. Well, Philippine Army is still in possession here. Nicely done. Makakahanap ba? No, dispossessed by Otuyemi here. Junior Miley now on that right side. Nalagpasan niya ang depensa. Pass to the middle. One-on-one with the keeper. Lucas Del Rosario unable to convert that chance. Point blank range, but poor touch. Tingnan mo natin yung dating. Great job from Junior Miley to get away from Dorimon. And nicely done with that pass. Pero the tap in from Del Rosario was a little bit lacking. And now we are still 0-0, 25 minutes in. What a game we are having. Right down the middle, Philippine Army. Can he release? No, looks like Mamadou Sene. Mamamain ang bola na yan ngayon. Babalik ang bola sa Maharlika Taguig. Raymond Abo with that run. Nicely done to keep that ball on the right side. Passes it to Junior Miley. Can he get away? Passing it to the middle. De La Riarte able to keep it, but still spills it. Raymond Abo again, nasa labas. Sinubukan lumipat sa kaliwa pero walang nakaabang doon, and now Philippine Army can have a counterattack. Will he find Ariola? Almost does. Pero still able to keep that ball away. Looks like Jonathan Gold will be throwing that in for Maharlika Taguig. Jimwell Ariola unable to keep it in. David Basa ulit. Sa kaliwa. Mukhang mahahanap si Junior Miley Hito. One-on-one again with De La Riarte. And again De La Riarte. John Kent De La Riarte keeps it in. Philippine Army with a counter, but they were dispossessed right down their own half. And now Jonathan Gold for Maharlika Taguig can keep this run on the right side. Pero medyo namama siya at natumba. John Celis trying to overpower Jonathan Gold, and overpower he did, drawing that foul. Pero look at this one-on-one. For the second time around, he cannot find the net. Junior Miley against John Kent de la Riarte. And now we have this free kick. This free kick from a very good spot for a delivery here. Pero that delivery was thwarted. Can Army counter? Depende na yan sa bilis. Mahahanap ba? Can he get to that run? Oh, looks like he might. Good job, Mamadou Sene. Both these keepers keeping their goals clean. We are still 0-0, 28 minutes in, and another near one-on-one situation. But Mamadou Sene able to keep it away sa rumaragasang Roynick Bernardo. Army on this ball. This is still a good match. Yok Besite nasa gitna. Saan niya idadaan to? Hahanapin si Cedis. Pero hindi darating kay Celis ang bola. Maharlika nicks it back. Basa almost being pressured there by Decena. Del Rosario, mahahanap ba si Gold? Yes, he does. Gold able to keep it in, pero mukhang makukuha ni J-Mark ang bola na to for the time being. J-Mark Cortez doing just enough to keep that ball away from that Maharlika attack. But still, looks like Maharlika gets to keep possession. Throw in from Raymond Abo here, successfully done. Back to Abo, delivery from that right flank. Unable to find a teammate. Philippine Army can clean up. Can they find a teammate making that run on the left side? Mukhang napatigil ng konti si Ariola nun. He is trying to time his run. But there is no one in front of him. Abante daw, abante, sabi ni Ariola. Looking into that. No, the header was not on there. That ball got away, which, by the way, the official match ball natin is Star Polaris. Official match ball of the Philippines Football League. Still, Philippine Army on this ball. Finding Ariola right there. Ooh, so close. Looks like the referee has halted play there. Looks like a substitution is coming in. Looks like an early substitution for Roy Kent Bedia, who parang hindi ko nga masyadong nabanggit yung pangalan throughout the game.
Substitution for Philippine Army FC.
30 minutes in.
31, Roy Kent Bedia. Replaced by player number 24, Joshua Gatinao.
So mukhang ang papalit sa kanya ay si Joshua Gatinao, which has been another one of those players nga na nasa baraha ng Philippine Army that can do a lot. Could he be the missing piece that Philippine Army needs to get this game into their favor? Pero kailangan muna nilang ma-survive itong atake ng Maharlika Taguig. Looks like they will be able to get this one through. Gael Basana ngayon, laban sa isa. Skies it. Gael Basana not finding it easy to put his foot through the ball, especially under relentless pressure. Pero tingnan mo yung number of shots. 2 shots against 7. Pero parang, I kind of feel that Philippine Army has done a little bit more, but still, that's what the statistics say. And now looks like Philippine Army is going to be moving this forward over that left side, but Jonathan Gold able to clean up for his team. John Celis will not get to it. Buzawi now. Medyo na konting physical nga ni Decena, pero it was clean enough for the referee, and that goes over the line. Philippine Army to claim this throw-in. Cortez. Mabante tayo sa harap ngayon. Ariola. May hahanap niya ba? Celis. Philippine Army still lurking outside. Lipat ngayon sa kanan. Philippine Army still on this ball. Mga troopers natin still clinging onto this possession pero medyo nag-harden ng defense ni Maharlika Taguig. Raymond Abo trying to clear that out and looks like unsuccessfully so because possession still remains with Philippine Army, but this throw-in means na medyo may advantage sila sa ganitong distance. Trying to keep it in. The substitute making a cross here but was blocked by Christian Hamon. Joshua Gatinaw medyo nagpapakilala na ng konti when he will be delivering this quickly. John Celis ngayon making that run. Can he find a teammate in the middle? Takes it on himself. Maharlika Taguig able to clean up, but only as far as a trooper here. Philippine Army still manages to keep the pressure on. Besite opting to go laterally here. Hindi makahanap ng forward momentum. And now they go all the way back to their back line, who is still a little bit far up the line. Mukhang Buzawi almost had that ball, but the referee has called a foul, I believe, in that position, and Philippine Army can benefit from it. Looks like ang kapitan nila ang kukuha nito. Bisite will be delivering this. May tumatakbo sa harapan. Will it get to a trooper? It gets to a Maharlika defender. May kaguluhan sa loob ng box. Can someone direct it goalwards? Not this time around, but Philippine Army still able to keep it. Desena with the pass. Flag stays down. Mukhang babalik ulit. Another reset here, pero pressure continues. Oh, that was a bad pass. Almost. Junior Miley nakaabang, but Philippine Army still able to keep this possession here. Dorimon able to keep that. Yok Bisite, can he find the pass? A little bit too much power for his teammate there. At kakainin lang din ni Mamadou Sene yan. Ito na naman, Philippine Army able to clean this up this time around. Cortez passes back to his back line. Soriano. Dorimon. Abante ngayon. Can they keep this? Ariola trying to find Hedis. Celis unable to get that one though. And now Raymond Abo from Maharlika Taguig puts a delivery through the middle. Pero good response from Soriano to keep that away. Mukhang ang bola ngayon babalik sa Maharlika Taguig, pero a throw in from the half line. Medyo nagwa-wind down na naman sila ng konti, pero you can see na meron talagang mga moments of inspiration from both these teams. And we might be 0-0 right now, 36 minutes in, pero don't let the scoreline fool you. This has been quite a spectacle between two teams who are trying to cement their position right now. Just enough to ensure na hindi sila kasama sa mga bababa sa League 2. If ever it happens. Trying to pressure high, Celis. But able to keep that ball, Maharlika Taguig. Ngayon, Jonathan Gold trying to outplay his defender. Ooh, natumba si Desena at mukhang a shirt was pulled back. And Jonathan Gold unhappy with that decision. Neither is the coach. Well, sino ba namang matutuwa? Looks like it will be a free kick for Philippine Army from the back line. Medyo nabitin nga ng konti, trying to look for Ariola up front. Yok Bisita able to clean up for his team, able to get that possession back. Ngayon, what will Philippine Army do with this possession? Bisita ulit. Trying to find an opening right down that right flank. Besite goes all the way back. Under pressure ang mga backline ng Philippine Army, but looks like they can still put a counter here. But Gael Basana now looks to keep that ball for his team. No, looks like he is unsuccessful. Babalik sa Philippine Army with this throw-in. Mukhang nagpalit ng konti sa formation. You could see Raymond Abo now taking a more central approach here. Being the lone striker up front and also being one of those na nanggugulo sa depensa ng Philippine Army with the high press. But Philippine Army on this ball here. Desena gets away. Good pass from his teammate here. They keep the ball into the box now. Ooh, a header, but not in the way. Joshua Gatti now. Looks like the substitution is working good for his team right now. Look at this replay here. We have 3 in the box. The substitute, Gatti now here trying to head it away. Pero Jonathan Gold keeping his head, blocking it in. Pero now they have to deal with this corner. John Celis to deliver. Saan niya to idadaan? Mukhang magko-commit ng 4 lang si Philippine Army, but there are players outside lurking here. Here comes the delivery. Nice and close. Can someone kick it in? No! Not on target. Joshua Gatti now again. Look at how the delivery was done. It was nice and low. You almost thought that Ariola was gonna head it in, pero the bounce itself. Maganda ang opportunity na yan. And looks like Philippine Army is still knocking down on those doors. Sino ang unang bubukas? Maharlika Taguig trying to get it away now. Junior Miley on this ball. Gets it away from Desena. Moves it over to the left side. Si Del Rosario naghihintay sa gitna. Oh, dispossessed right down that right flank. Philippine Army can get this one forward. Besite. Desena. Ariola. Hahanapin si Celis sa gitna. Pero naharangan ni Christian Hamon ang takbo, and looks like Mamadou Sene is gonna take that ball. And is he gonna shove it right down the throats of Army again? No, looks like dadaan lang din siya sa baba this time around. Trying to find an opening here. Dave Basa on the ball. Lilipat ba siya sa kaliwa? Well, mukhang aabante siya sa kanan here. Gold able to keep the ball. Buzawi now. Still Maharlika's ball. Trying to find Basana up front, pero mukhang paatras si Basana nung pinasa ang bola sa kanya. Otiemi unable to find someone. Well, he did find John Kent de la Riarte though, who is now looking for this searching ball. Gatinaw sana pero hindi na control. Philippine Army able to get this one though. Looks like they will keep the ball here all the way back to De La Riarte. Babalik na naman sa gitna. Desena, laban sa 3. Keeps the ball, moves over to the left. Si Cortez naman ang tatakbo. Good job from Ariola now. Can he lay off to someone? Hey, that's a good run. Can he find a shot here? Cross it into the middle. A shot. Oh, and skies it. Yok Bisite unable to keep it low enough to challenge the keeper. Look at this replay here. Nicely weighted pass for that run. Releasing his teammate and laying it down for Yok Bisite, who already was a bit advanced. Skies that ball, pero one of the closest opportunities this game. Medyo nagigising-gising ang mga Philippine Army fans natin here for sure. No, looks like Cortez keeps it in despite the protests. Pero they were able to keep this back here. Buzawi able to pass it to Miley. Miley loses it. Getting lost in a sea of yellow shirts. Na ngayon ay aabante na. Down that right flank, Philippine Army. Yok Besite again. Passes all the way back to the back line. Moves it over to the right. Makakahanap ba? Well, hindi na kontrol ang bola. Lalabas para sa Maharlika Taguig. Timothy Uy with the throw. Can they find Basana here? They almost did. It's on its way, but nice clearance from the defender. Gail Basana had the ball on its way. Look at how clean this would have been. Pero J-Mark Cortez keeping his run and getting that ball out of the way. Hindi ngayon. Mukhang try again ulit. Pero si Maharlika Taguig, mukhang they will try again with this delivery here. Someone's in there. And it almost went in. Goal mount scramble. And it is still. Oh, hold on. I believe that counted there. The referee has pointed to the middle of the field again. Medyo may konting kaguluhan there. Let's have a look at it. This is the replay here. Desena. Ooh. Ooh. That was... I think it was out. If we can have another look at that at a different angle, or maybe the same angle but a bit slower, we could find out a bit. But I think that didn't go all the way in. I don't think he even went over the line. Here it comes. Keeper misses the cue.
Additional time, 1 minute.
Hindi. I don't think it was in. And looks like there is no goal confirmation, so I guess this is not going to count as a goal at all. Pero kanina, I thought that referee Michael Barajas has pointed to the middle of the field. I thought it was a goal. Well, looks like we are still all square here and just about a few seconds into stoppage time here, but looks like Maharlika Taguig now trying to push one more time in the dying minutes of the first half. Wow, that one. Parang kung if you were a fan of both teams, medyo napatigil yung puso mo dun, thinking that you either scored a goal or conceded one. Good job from everybody here. A little tussle in the middle. But the referee says it is halftime right now. So tulad ng sinasabi natin, this has been quite a spectacle. Two evenly matched teams showing even results here. And both of them have been knocking down on those doors. Pero the heroics from John Kent de la Riarte and Sene Mamadou keeps this game in the balance for both of their teams. A lot of intense action coming right up after the second half. Huwag kayong aalis. We still have plenty of football for you in the Philippines Football League.
When a national team played, the whole country is focused. Every grandmother, every child is proud when they hear the
Boys, come on, every boy, there's a fight in their minds.
It's Stallion Laguna FC against Philippine Air Force in this Philippines Football League clash. Stallion sitting at 4th with 20 points from 9 matches, 6 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss for the Laguna side. Air Force at number 13 at the moment, 3 points with only 1 win to show, and also a whopping 43 goals conceded. Stallion without their top scorer, Finn McDaniel, who is still on international duty. But they took the initiative early on, taking the game to Philippine Air Force, piling up the pressure. They get a free kick here. And that is cleared away. Another free kick from a promising position. Trujillo with a delivery, and it's Stephen Ham opening the scoring in the 16th minute. That's his first goal for Stallion Laguna. 1-0 now, and Trujillo takes a strike from just inside the area. And another opportunity gone begging for Stallion Laguna right here. Junior Sam setting up that opportunity. And that was denied once again. Sam goes past 3 defenders but just could not finish on that chance again. And Ham denied by the post. On the other side, rare opportunity for Philippine Air Force. Stallion kept on attacking, and that was Junior Sam's effort getting blocked. Sam wins a free kick. And that free kick goes over the bar courtesy of Abraham Placito. Second half action as Stallion tries to pile up the pressure again. Maxon Dorado using his speed right here, create an opportunity that was well blocked. On the other side, that's Air Force getting a rare chance on goal. A couple of saves right there from the Stallion goalkeeper. And in the 51st minute, Juan Trujillo finally doubling the lead for Stallion. That's Theo De Moraes setting him up. And another strike here. Trujillo once again firing into an empty net. Maxon Dorado has been causing problems for that Air Force defense. And Theo De Moraes getting his second assist for Trujillo's second goal. Stallion was not done, 3-0 up. They continue to attack. Trujillo gets his hat-trick in the 65th minute. And again, De Moraes was the creator of that goal. 4-0 now for Stallion. A chance for Magsa, just could not get a solid hit on that one. Trujillo again. Dorado this time heading it into the path of Trujillo, who unleashes a powerful shot. Dorado gets denied by the crossbar that time. On the other side, rare moment to threaten for Air Force. That's handball. Another opportunity. Philippine Air Force, their struggles continue. Lancing header just could not find the target. And here's Dorado finishing on the breakaway in the 81st minute, making it 6-0. Air Force still unable to breach the Stallion goal. And Theo De Moraes finally scoring in the 87th minute after setting up the 3 goals of Juan Trujillo. And there was time for one more goal for Stallion Laguna. Christian Ivanovsky in the first minute of added time. Complete an 8-0 rout for Stallion Laguna. improved to 23 points from 10 matches.
Minds, come on, every boy, there's a fight in their minds.
And we are back here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium for some more action. Philippine Army and Maharlika Taguig FC still holds no goals against each other in this half. Pero look at how this game has progressed. Both of these teams have been looking to score a goal. And mukhang kanina pa nga sila nagtatanong sa isa't isa kung pwede ba? Makaka-score na ba? Apparently, neither of these teams have been able to do so thanks to the heroics of the goalkeepers from both ends. John Kent de la Riarte keeping the troopers in play, and Mamadou Sene helping the Taguigueños team here maintain the game in the balance. Pero that's not to say na kulang tayo sa action dito. Nakikita mo naman, one chance after the other. And then they move over to the other side. Another chance gone begging. Both of these teams looking to really get the better of the one. Pero yung magagandang mga highlights dito coming from Junior Miley, from Lucas Del Rosario, from John Celis, and from Jimwell Ariola. Plus this halftime substitution of Joshua Gatina, who has actually almost paid dividends for his team in the gold shirt. Pero yun nga, we have a lot of highlights here, which is a good sign, so showing na talagang napakadaming nangyayari ngayon. Ang kulang na nga lang talaga to set the icing on this cake is a goal. Look at that clearance. Look at this corner here. This was the opportunity where we almost kind of thought that it was a goal. Look, the referee has pointed right down to the middle, hoping that I thought that it was a goal. But now let's go to the stats. 5 shots versus 11, 57 of possession in Philippine Army, though. You could see here that this has been an even-Steven game. 3 corners to 2 favor of Army. Of course, medyo physical on one side ngayon. Well, on both sides, rather, with fouls. Pero they are able to keep it clean this half with no cards issued on either end. Well, we are powered by 8 Cuts Burgers, which you can find right outside of the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Kung hindi pa yan dahilan para pumunta ka dito at manood ng football. Baka naman gusto mong lumamon lamang, tulad ng mga kaibigan ko, which I will give a shout out to. Jamer de la Cruz, Dominic Jacob, and David Abella. Mga gutumin yan, and siguradong kung andito yan, mag-8 Cuts Burgers yan. Well, looks like Iko also has a message to my friend, pero I'll let you know about it later. But looks like we are gonna go back to football action now with Philippine Army over this ball. Jimwell Ariola to kick us off, just waiting for the signal of the referee and waiting for Maharlika Taguig to take their posts. So tapos na ang pagtatanong kung anong mangyayari. Eto na tayo, papanoorin na natin. Let's watch this half unfold before our very eyes. Sino sa dalawang to ang magwawagi and would cement their position even further in the running as the fight to keep a top 10 spot continues in the Philippines Football League. We're not just here about the championship. We're here to find out who will make the cut. Referee looks at his watch, blows the whistle, and we have kickoff for the second half here. Philippine Army to start us off. Dorimon under pressure from Basana agad, kakasimula pa lang, and that poor pass, it goes back to Maharlika Taguig, who is now moving it forward right down that flank. Pero Philippine Army is able to keep it away. Clearance here, but only as far as Maharlika Taguig, who tries to keep it in play here, but the referee will be halting play temporarily here with a player down on his knee. Mukhang si J. Mark Cortez yun. And looks like Philippine Army will resume possession here with a free kick. Yok Besita to take this one. Mukhang baka ibato niya to sa kabilang side ng field. Malayo. All the way to the half. He can't release a teammate here. Trying to release someone there, but not enough to get someone into that net. Looks like Mamadou Sane will be distributing this ball, but not very far. He's playing it from the back as earlier. In comes Maharlika. Timothy Uy finding Abo, but Abo dispossessed. Philippine Army can move forward again. Gatinao, Besite. Babalik na naman sa depensa. Poor pass from Dorimon. But Philippine Army able to win a foul and continue on with the offensive here. Look at that pass there. Medyo awkward nga yung first touch. ni Celis doon. Pero mukhang a little bit too forceful from Buzawi. And now Yokbisite has this opportunity to deliver the ball again. Bombs away. But way out of target here. Mamadou Sene taking that one. And again, opting to just play it from the back here. But under immense pressure from Philippine Army, they are able to get it away. Lucas Del Rosario almost finding a teammate up front. Soriano able to pass it to the keeper and clean up, but the clearance was poor. Maharlika Taguig wins it in an advanced position, but the flag goes up. And the culprit, I believe, is Junior Miley. Look at the run here, yung timing. Ito yung pasa na nakalagpas na siya kay Soriano by the time that the pass was executed. Ngayon, Philippine Army moving the ball forward. Nicely laid off to his teammate there. Soriano. Desena loses it. And on the ground right now. Pero he will be all right. Let's look at this run of play here. Medyo napisikal nga ng konti si Desena dun. And looks like it was Timothy Uy, the culprit. Yokbisite again with the opportunity to deliver here. Another bombing run from Philippine Army. But still cannot find that accuracy for a pass. Gael Basana now moving it forward for Maharlika Taguig. Can he lay that pass off? Nice clean up by Dorimon, and Philippine Army can get back where they were at. Lipat na naman sa kanan. Besite opts to go back so that they can change direction. Sa kaliwa naman ngayon. Makakahanap ba ng madadaanan? Trying to go through Ariola again. Pero a foul has been given in favor of Maharlika Taguig right down that middle line. Ariola is the player at fault. Here comes free kick, but opting to go backwards for Maharlika Taguig. Dave Basa. Otuyemi ngayon. Can he get it through? Looks like he might. Pero still unable to get away from their own half line, Maharlika Taguig. Philippine Army intercepts but unable to control. Ball goes out for a throw and Philippine Army would be the victor here. Saan niya idadaan ngayon? Mukhang tutuloy pa rin nila sa kaliwa. Good interception from Maharlika Taguig, and now they are scuffling for possession dito sa may harapan. Gael Basana could get this one away. Nice layoff to his teammate here, right down that right flank. Another one-on-one situation. No, not this time. Trying to lay it off for his teammate, but no one there in the box to get it. And now Philippine Army can have this opportunity with a counterattack. Medyo wala sa pwesto ang Maharlika Taguig. Poor touch though from Gatinao. Philippine Army unable to take the initiative. Yokbisite getting away from his man here. Mukhang hindi pa rin natitigil ang bakbakan from both ends. Mukhang another Taguig Derby day here in the making. And if this does become a good rivalry, then you heard it first here. All the way back to the defense. Mukhang si Army aabante. Still from the back line. Dorimon. Medyo tumakbo na. Dineliver na sa gitna. Lipat sa kaliwa. Trying to go on that left flank. Can he release a teammate here? Nice pass. Shot from distance. But not quite there for Jimwal Ariola, who has been trying to knock down those doors. Pero well dug in ang defenses ng Maharlika Taguig. And looks like that ball will go back to Maharlika Taguig with this throw in. Timothy Uy now finding Lucas Del Rosario. And Del Rosario able to get it away from his mark. Good pass to Gael Basana. Can he get away from the men? No, he cannot. Nice cleanup from Dorimon. Still under pressure though. And Timothy Uy just lets it go through so that he can have this throw in. But Soriano able to get that away with a clearance. Desena now fighting Otoyemi for possession in the middle. Mukhang babalik ang bola sa Maharlika Taguig now. Jonathan Gold dispossessed but regains possession again. Lucas Del Rosario one-on-one kay Soriano and looks like napalakas ang balikat. Soriano a bit too physical there for the referee's taste. Medyo eto na nga tayo. Free kick here from distance. Mukhang i-distribute. Not quite far enough for Maharlika Taguig loses it. And now Philippine Army wins a free kick. Able to deliver it maybe. Or they would go short as usual. Let's have a look now. Jonathan Gold, the culprit for that one. All the way to the opposite flank. Monterona back to Soriano. All the way back to one of the heroics, or one of the heroes of this match, John Kent de la Riarte. And now Philippine Army can make an advance here down that right flank, or that left flank here. Saan niya ba idadaan? Mukhang no way in pa rin. Balik kay keeper. Soriano, mukhang hahabulin ni Del Rosario to, but he opts to go the other way. Desena under pressure here from three players. Still back all the way to the final four. Army can get this one away. Monterona all the way. Soriano, Monterona ulit sa kanan. Can he find someone up front? Ariola now moving it forward. But that poor pass back from Gatinao means that Philippine Army loses this ball. Ooh, but looks like they get it back and they have a throw-in in a good position. Lalo na kung meron tayong malalaking maghagis dyan. Well, they don't go for a long throw here but lose possession instead. El Basana now making that run down the middle. Can he find Junior here? No, Junior was taken down. He has to go for it himself against three defenders here. Unsuccessful tackle. Trying to get it to Raymond Abo on the left side. Not able to though. Lucas Del Rosario now. Mukhang sila pa rin ang may hawak ng bola. Right into the box. And off the crossbar here. Lucas Del Rosario almost finding a net through a pass. Well, that was a close one there for Lucas Del Rosario, which is, by the way, hindi kapatid ni Antonian. Look at that one. That could have been well and away from the grasp of John Kent de la Riarte. Pero that surprising run of play means that someone has actually pulled a muscle here and exerted more effort than normal. J. Mark Cortez down on the ground as the Thunder comes in and makes a rumbling noise here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Mukhang nagtatawag na sila. Looks like they will have to stretcher him off. This could be bad for Philippine Army as J. Mark Cortez has been one of those instrumental in keeping the defense at bay here. Mukha talagang hindi ba makaka-recover si J. Mark Cortez here. He will have to be stretchered out. And from the looks of things here, looks like babalasan na ng baraha ang Philippine Army dito with a substitution. Will it be the number 11 for the number 47? Sai Villaseñor now approaching the touchline here with the fourth official. Who's he going to be replacing here? Will it be J. Mark? Yun na, looks like it will be Villaseñor coming in for the injured
Number 47,
Jemar Cortez.
Replaced by player number 11, Shai Villaseñor.
So mukhang personal change from Philippine Army. Hopefully their depth of their bench is good enough to keep a level of concentration this high, because so far so good. They have been taking the fight to Maharlika Taguig just as much as Taguig is keeping or putting the fight up to them. Ito ngayon, Philippine Army with the ball. Their skipper in possession here. Besite trying to find that pass right down the right flank. Foot race here, pero mukhang magwawagis Timothy Uy over kay Roynick Bernardo, who did not seem the faster. And now we have Maharlika Taguig with this possession again. Finding that long pass down that right flank right there. No going here. Army able to nick it back. But that cleanup, though, keeps the ball in play for Philippine Army's throw-in. Medyo dumadami-dami na nga ang kidlat. Hopefully, it does not affect the game. Throw-in for Philippine Army here. Medyo naglalurk na sila sa labas. Besite goes back. Decena here. Rather, another foot race between Bernardo and Uy, and still Bernardo could not get away, but the throw-in keeps the ball in Army's possession. Babalik kay Soriano. Saan niya to dadaan? May mga options siya sa gitna. Tries to go for himself. And while the ball made it all the way there, the accuracy was not spot on. Madali lang yan para kay Mamadou Sening panoorin. Sene now with the goal kick. Or mukhang hindi siya ang sisipa ng bola. Ang bola na Star Polaris. Star Polaris is the official match ball of the Philippines Football League. At ito na nga. Ibabato na ang Star Polaris na yan. And here it comes. Right down the middle. Army unable to regain possession. Looks like it still goes back that direction. Possession stats, though, unchanged since the second half. 58-42. 1% change lang. And it's still not enough for someone to score a goal. Changes coming in here. Baguio replacing Raymond Abo, who has been a dynamite on his side of the flank. So it's up to Baguio to keep that pace in. Philippine Army clears and ball goes back para sa Maharlika Taguig. At mukhang pagkakataon ngayon ng Maharlika para mag-camping naman sa kabilang side. But not if Philippine Army can help it. Yok Besita trying to get a quick throw in there, pero referee says that the ball belongs to Maharlika. Baguio now. Good throw, but only as far as Jalsor Soriano. Another throw in, same direction. Nanggaling sa Baguio ang pasa. Pero hindi aabot sa box. Looks like Philippine Army has the opportunity to clean up here. Got it now, lays it off for Decena. Decena dispossessed by Otiemi. Pero the ball continues to be on the Army's possession. Ito ngayon with the throw. He might be going long here. Tried to get it away from the defenders of Maharlika, and looks like Army is able to keep this possession here. Soriano, lilipat ngayon sa kanan. Monterona finding Bernardo again, who is now moving it over the middle, lays it off to Ariola. Ariola gets it back, tries to shoot, but someone got a foot in the way. Hindi pa kinakailangan ang malalaking kamay ni Mamadou Sene. Player on the ground though for Philippine Army. This could be fatigue creeping up now, especially now that Philippine Army has been playing at such a high level. Look at this play here to Jimwell Ariola. Looks like Junior Miley was able to get a foot in. Ito yung takbo. Ito yung tira. At ayun ang harang. Pero that means that it's gonna be a corner now for Philippine Army. Mukhang si Kapitan ang magpapadala nito. Army now transmitting this ball, but not into the box where he wanted it. Army still with this run. Trying to go for Cadiz, who is now moved over to the right side. Mukhang may konting mismatch nga naman kasi between Bernardo and Timothy Uy. So maybe a little bit of a change-up could help here. Army now unable to keep it. Buzawi against two, gets it away. But intercepted. Army trying to keep that ball, but Gael Basana still getting that ball over. And looks like he has won a free kick for his team right down the middle of the field. Medyo kailangan munang habulin natin ang ating hininga kasi mukhang hindi pa rin natatapos ang bakbakan nitong dalawa. Both teams taking it to each other here. Trying to find Del Rosario. Del Rosario cannot find a teammate. Pero the ball is still in the air. An opportunity for goal to shoot. Blocked away. Can they still get it back though? No, looks like Philippine Army can clean this up. Under relentless pressure from Maharlika Taguig though, and still medyo nakakampo pa rin sila sa kanilang sariling half. Philippine Army tries to get it away. Looks like they might be able to do so, but Timothy Uy puts it back into his team's possession. Maharlika Taguig now all the way back to Mamadou Sene for this run. 0-2 Yemi ngayon. Dadaan sa gitna. Hahanapin si Del Rosario. Mukhang mahahanap si Junior ulit. Instead, going through that right flank, can he put a cross in? Ito si Gold. Diagonal ball, unsuccessful. Philippine Army could be in a counter here if they can get this one successfully. Poor first touch from Philippine Army, but they can keep this run. Desena, hindi na naiabot. Desena was in an awkward position and could not continue his run. Mukhang ang Philippine Army ngayon, mukhang magre-reset. Dorimon, sa kaliwa ulit. All the way back to De La Riarte, who has laid it off for Soriano. And now they're moving down that right flank again. Philippine Army. Desena here. Moving it forward now. Lipat sa gitna kay Ariola. Gets away from one, gets away from two. Lays it off to his teammate on the left. Can a cross come in? Delivery denied. Pero they still have the ball. Philippine Army with the delivery. No can do. Looks like Maharlika Taguig will keep this possession now. Mamadou Sene tries to deliver it from distance, but looks like Philippine Army has given it back, and now they will have to find another way. Lucas Del Rosario could be away here. Del Rosario one-on-one with the keeper. Del Rosario will not shoot. He lays it off to his teammate. And again, heroics from John Kent De La Riarte, keeps it away, and now it's on the other end. Desena making that run. Can he find a teammate? No, they opt to go all the way back. Skipper here, nasa gitna at mukhang nakabalik na rin sa pwestong Maharlika Taguig. We have players here on their knees. Mukhang magko-cool off muna tayo ng konti. Look at this replay here. He was almost away, pero naalangan na siya dahil masyado na siyang malapit kay De La Riarte nung dumating ang bola. Tries to lay it off to his teammate there, but Gael Basana unable to shoot. And now we have Soriano on the ground. Medyo cool down na naman tayo. We would like to acknowledge the presence of Emma Highlander Football, Emma Bulacan, one of the supporters of Maharlika Taguig. And also, volleyball player Michelle Cobb supporting Maharlika is in the stands as well. Mukhang good turn up for the Maharlika crowd right now. Looks like Soriano will be limping his way all the way to the half line here. Mukhang magpapahinga muna siya ng saglit. And this could be an opening here. If Maharlika can play their cards right, they are now disadvantaged by one man, Philippine Army. Plays the ball all the way back to De La Riarte. Oh, mukhang nakabalik na si Soriano. Konting pahinga lang daw, 30 seconds na breather. Finding that run, can he get it out? No, he cannot. Roinic Bernardo dispossessed. Pero hindi pa tapos. Can Army keep it in play? Well, they don't have to because looks like Resty Monterona has won a free kick. And another opportunity for the skipper, Besite, to find that delivery. Well, we are still looking for that first goal, and it has been quite a spectacle for both of these teams because you cannot tell which way this will be going here. Now, Philippine Army with this delivery from Besite, too close to Mamadou. Mamadou Sene delivering it over to the middle of the field, pero mukhang hindi pa rin makakaabante ang Maharlika Taguig through that avenue. Army trying to move it forward, blocked a little bit by Maharlika, pero mukhang lilipat sila sa kanan. Monterona finding his teammate here. Desena, lipat sa kaliwa ulit. Cadiz with a good layoff. It's offside though. Unlucky. Unfortunate run from Shai Villaseñor. Look at the run, look at the pass. Nakita niya yung takbo. Pero na-delay lang ng split second ang pasa. He was in, and that could have been. But Army will have to find another way. Desena now one-on-one with Buzawi rather, and looks like Buzawi gets it for his team. Ito ngayon tumatakbo, Timothy Uy on the left side. Tried to put a cross in, Soriano able to keep it away, but at an expense of a corner. Look at this pass from Cadiz. He finds his teammate there, pero yung timing talaga ng pasa was just a split second too late. Could have been in. Really could have been in. But looks like it's back to the drawing board for Army, and before they can move forward here, they have a corner to defend. Lucas Del Rosario to put this in. Goes low. Finds Otuyemi, who's going to shoot from distance. But cannot seem to find his shooting boots at the moment. Otuyemi had the time and had the space. But I guess he did not have the target in his head. Unless, of course, maling football ang pinag-uusapan natin. Mali yung goal na yun. Soriano now passes it over to the opposite side. Dorimon. Cadiz. Lipat sa gitna. Desena. Monterona. Balik sa kapitan at babalik na naman kay number 26. Resty Monterona going back to Soriano. Still trying to find an exit point here. Looks like they might have on that right flank. Monterona lays it off to Bernardo. Pero medyo may nakaharang na kaya babalik siya kay Besite. Bernardo again. Can he get away from his man? Almost. Philippine Army still keeps this ball. Army with a shot from distance, but he skies it as well. Babaan nyo pa. Kanina pa tayo nakakascore ng field goal kung maling football ang nilalaro natin. Lucas Del Rosario with a foot race against Soriano. He will get that ball though, but can he get away from his man? Mukhang dalawa na ang bantay. Timothy Oy to back up, but he opts to go all the way back to the middle. Baguio. Babalik kay Otoyemi. Otoyemi still has the ball on his feet. But the referee says, foul yan. No, looks like they did not get the memo and he will hold the play back again. Michael Barajas here. Laying down the law. Buti hindi naglabas ng Barajas si Michael Barajas. Here it comes now, Philippine Army. Nice layoff there. They will wait for the numbers to come. And the backup has arrived. Philippine Army can thread this through, but they cannot find the teammate at the moment. They can find Mamadou Sene, though. He's not a hard man to find. Sa laki ba naman ng mama na yan? Junior Miley lays it off to Basana. Si Rosario naka-back up. Can he take it on his own? Goes down, but referee says, tayo. Army now moving it. Desena finding a way to get away. Cadiz. Back to Cadiz. Medyo dangerous na back pass yun. Lurking si Lucas Del Rosario, but Army still keeps this ball. Yok Besite finding Jimwell on the right flank. Cross in. Too high. Babaan nga daw natin sabi. Crowd getting a little bit restless here, as you could see. Pati si Mother Nature hindi na natutuwa. Umikidlat na naman. Somebody better score a goal and fast. Well, looks like Army will have to go again with this throw. Army trying to find an opening here on that left flank. Throw in, but looks like they lose possession. No, looks like it got delivered, but way away. And now Maharlika Taguig can continue on with this run. Timothy Uy down that left side. Tatlo nagbabantay. Mahahanap si Gael. At ngayon, tatakbo na naman sila. Basana keeping it in the middle. Finding Junior. But Junior cannot control. Philippine Army now back on this ball, but only as far as Buzawi. Roynick Bernardo naman. Lipat kay Jimwell sa kanan. Can a cross come in? A cross should come in by now. And here it comes. Headed away by the defense. Maharlika Taguig able to keep it away. Foot race again. Junior Miley able to keep it in for his team. May dalawa sa harapan niya. Kanino niya idadaan? Mukhang kay Del Rosario. Del Rosario with a poor touch. Soriano just had to tap it in, tap it away. Desena now trying to find a teammate up front. Army unable to keep this one. Maharlika still able to keep it out of harm's way. Looks like a player is on the ground here. Timothy Uy. Playing football at this high of a level, of course, it's bound to happen na medyo magiging physical na. We have a personnel change again. Looks like Buzawi's evening is over for now. And Belonio coming in to replace him. So looks like referee wants the throw-in to be redone here. Baguio on the ball. Nice clearance from Dorimon. But could it find its way all the way to Ariola? Army could be in a good position to shoot here. No can do, and the referee ain't looking at it bad. Looks like it still is game on for both of these teams. Otuyemi now. Lipat pa rin. Kanan pa rin. Wala pa rin. Looking for another way in. Nice long pass. Not gonna make it though. De La Riarte there to catch that. Ooh, and almost spilling the beans. Buti na lang walang nakaabang doon. Mukhang kalma-kalma na naman. Tapos gugulatin na lang din. Ganun naman ang ginagawa nila kanina pa. Trying to play it a little bit too calmly here. Wow. 9 shots against 14 shots. Army and Maharlika. And still neither can find the back of the net here. Well, nahanap kanina ni Army. Offside nga lang. Bernardo. Nice cutback. Pero the defender was with him like glue. Celis ngayon. Pass back to Celis, pero the touch was too hard. Cross in, not going in. Bernardo trying to get it away, but Baguio was able to keep it away from them. Resti Monterona all the way back to the skipper, who tries to cross it away. A spill from Mamadou Sene, pero Army unable to capitalize on that. Look at this, medyo mabilis ang laro to. Nabigla din si Sene doon at nagkatitigan sa bola. Pero nung sinabi ni Sene na, teka, with his hands up, mukhang pati yung Philippine Army na patigil saglit doon na nagkatitigan sa bola. Well, that was a lucky break for Maharlika Taguig. Philippine Army almost caught them by surprise here. Well, looks like it will be another throw, and Maharlika Taguig in a good spot to put one here. Looks like he's going to go for the long one. Not long enough for Philippine Army. And now a foot race here. Scuffle for the ball. Who's going to win it? Can Army keep it in play? Mukhang sa kanila pa rin. Army still has it. And they have the backup. Can they get it through bago maka-formation ulit ang Maharlika? Trying to get it into the box. Shot on distance. Nice save from Mamadou Sene. Another one. Can it be headed in? No, it was not. And it skied it. Again, looking for the stars and not the net. Sai Villaseñor again. Chance gone. Begging. Look at this replay here. Nice save from the keeper. Gatti now trying his luck, headed away. Cadiz missing that. And so does Villaseñor. Chances and chances gone begging, but Army still has it. And in a dangerous position here. Besite against Uy. Tries a shot from distance, but Jonathan Gould's back is bigger. Pero mukhang it would be a corner here, but wait, looks like the referee will have to hold the proceedings a little bit here. Looks like Mamadou is on the ground. And looks like he might be suffering cramps. 82 minutes and change of regulation time. We are still down the wire for these two teams. It could still tip the other way if one loses concentration or if the other finds a moment of inspiration. Which will it be? Or it could just be a draw, pero yun nga, we're still looking for a winner here. Looks like this is an opportune time for the teams to have a quick water break, maybe a little bit of word with their coaches. Konting palit strategy habang naghihintay tayo. Mukhang may binulong kay Desena eh. As the storm clouds appear to be building up, kahit na madilim, naririnig natin sila. Lightning and thunder rumbling here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium, pero this is football and tuloy pa rin ang laro. And now, Celis has this ball to deliver. John Celis. Just waiting for the substitution to happen first.
Substitution for Maharlika Taguig. Player number 19, Junior Maili, replaced by player number 25, Shane Valle.
Looks like Junior Miley's evening is over for tonight. Looks like he will be replaced by Jade Del Valle. And with just about 5 minutes remaining, what could happen here? Nice save from the keeper, who gets it back. Looks like Philippine Army could clean this up and regain. But looks like Maharlika Taguig could get themselves out of the ditch here. Well, a foul has been called by the referee, and the ball continues with Maharlika Taguig's possession. Otiemi passes down the middle, finds Gold. Gael Basana, poor touch, but still Maharlika's ball. Trying to find Gold right down the middle. Finds De La Riarte instead. Pero hindi pa nagtatapos ang laro na to. We still have 5 minutes and stoppage time remaining here. And someone could still find a stroke of genius from somewhere. We just don't know who. Gael Basana now for Maharlika Taguig. Hinihingi ang bola ni Valle. And he gets it right down the flank. Tries to cross it in, but a block from Philippine Army leads it over the flag, and it will be a corner. And looks like Valle would be the delivery boy here. Medyo lumalakas-lakas na nga ang kidlat. Nagkumpulan na. Looks like Maharlika will be committing a lot of players here. Tatlo lang ang maiiwan sa likod. Eto na. And the rain has poured down as well. Header away. Army able to clear, but not far enough. Valle still has that ball. Army with the interception. Not enough. Uy puts it back. Valle again. With the cross this time. No, not this time around. Dorimon making it hard to get that ball into the box, and looks like finally it is out of play thanks to the skipper, Yok Besite, with the clearance. Mukhang mabigat-bigat ang bagsak ng ulan. Summer na summer talaga sa Pilipinas. Mukhang Philippine Army could go with the initiative here, trying to find Jimwell on that right flank. Looks like they found him with some space. Box, into the box. Someone shoot that ball. Looks like no one does. Look at this replay here. Nicely done with that cross. Heads it back into the path of Roinic Bernardo, who could not pull the trigger because Mamadou Sene made himself the bigger man. Thunderstorm here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. May isa pa tayong laban after nito. Timothy Uy could be released here. Left side, cross in. No one there. Army now back on play. Counterattack. Celis run in the middle, trying to find Ariola, could not. Gold to clean up. Maharlika Taguig almost loses that ball, but looks like they win a foul, and looks like a player is on the ground. A couple of players are on the ground. But Otuyemi, I believe, has been a recipient of a bit of a more physical challenge. Look at this replay, a 50-50 ball. Trying to go for leather, finds shin instead. Well, this has just become an uphill struggle for both of these teams with the heavy downpour at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. And some thunder to spice it up as well. Parang ito yung final boss na battle. But looks like we are having some physical issues with players in the field here. And looks like the number 26, Resty Monterona, limping his way back into it. And another Army player down. The fatigue creeping in after maintaining a very intense and high level of play for both of these teams. And with regulation time about to end, the referee, the fourth official, announces we've got 5 more minutes of this. Looks like the Senna might be decommissioned as well. Mabigat-bigat na ulan to, pero knowing the Philippine climate here, probably won't last long. Medyo maalinsangan pa rin. But then, this would make it a little bit harder for all of the players in the field. They could be subject to mistakes here. Mistakes from the defense, which the attackers would really love to capitalize on. Some personnel change for Philippine Army in the dying minutes.
Substitution for Philippine Army FC. Player number 99, Ryan Deseno, replaced by player number 18, June Sankilos.
Sankilos coming in for Desena.
Philippine Army. Player number 26, Resty Monterona, replaced by player number 44, Miller Akiapa.
Miller Akiapat coming in for Resty Monterona as well. Both players here, Desena and Monterona, were limping off the field. Visibility has become difficult for us here at the RMS. And a very crowded box for this delivery from a free kick for Maharlika Taguig. This could end. Ooh, it looks like it got in, and it's a goal for Maharlika Taguig right at the death. And right comes after the rain is the goal. And looks like it could be the substitute. Lawrence Baguio. Let's have a look at it again. No, looks like the last touch. It's still a bit confusing here. We have two players celebrating. It could have bounced all the way in. But looks like a surprise coming in the dying embers of the game. Army now, can they do something about it? Trying to find Ariola, not able to. At bumibigat ang ulan dito sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. I hope everybody is keeping themselves dry, because this is quite a heavy downpour now. And we are just about 2 minutes away. Less than 2 minutes from the end of this game. And now that Maharlika can take a breather, this is also the time where some of their players who had been trying to play at a high level would finally let fatigue catch up to them. One of them appears to be Timothy Uy, who almost looked like he was limping. Mabigat na ulan. Just the right way to end a high-intensity football match like this. Timothy Uy trying to find another opener there of the defense, but Army able to cope. Can they answer back? Yok Besite finds Roinic Bernardo on the right flank. 1v1, cross in. Army still with this ball. Poor touch though. Maharlika Taguig could run with this. We are just less than 10 seconds away from stoppage. Army gets it back. Army pushing again. Army still with it. Army still trying to find a way through. But the stern defense from Maharlika Taguig keeps them away, and now they are still stuck at the half line. Trying to go up front. They found a player right down the flank, but the touch too heavy. And I guess the referee has had enough of the rain, but definitely not had enough of this game. We have been witness to a clash of two teams vying for a middle spot, but performing to the best of their abilities. An epic ending to an epic build-up. Philippine Army 0, Maharlika Taguig 1. And it looks like this will be Maharlika's evening, cementing themselves in that 9th position, with the moment player of the match, Lawrence Baguio, getting that goal and completing 10 passes, 80% of them very accurate. Wow, we have been treated to such a spectacle here. And who knew that the moment man of the match would have to come from the bench? Up next, we still have football action here. Loyola comes up against Mendiola FC 1991. But boy, we have been treated to a beautiful night of football today. And the rain makes it even more dramatic. Chances left and right, opportunities gone begging. Both of these teams knocking down on the doors. But in the end, Maharlika Taguig was able to come and conquer the resilient Philippine Army and stop their winning streak. We have had ourselves an epic match here, and I am really happy that I was here to describe it for you. Wag po tayong aalis at meron pa tayong susunod na laban. On behalf of the hardworking men and women of the media and the broadcast team, this has been your commentator, Glenn Casas, bringing you Philippine football. The passion, the power. PFL on the rise.
Ladies and gentlemen.
People always try to put me down on the ground, but I always be jealous 'cause I'm the right